Hello, this is Tom from Never Center. What I'm going to show you in this video is some of the new features and fixes that we've put in the newest version of Silo version 2.5.2, which is available now on our website at nevercenter.com and also on Steam and on the Mac App Store. First, in the materials editor, you'll see we've added a new place where you can click to change the diffuse and ambient colors of a given material at the same time. So previously you would change the diffuse, and then that would leave the ambient color to some other random color, and so you'd have to, if you wanted it to be a deep hue of a color, you'd have to change both of them individually. And then it could be a pain if you wanted to change the color of this material. I changed the diffuse. The ambient, you can still see it's still red, so there's still this sort of red glow on the edges. And so when I now click on this diffuse plus ambient button and change it, it will change both of them at the same time so that they match. And most materials probably generally will have, you'll generally want the same color on them for the diffuse and the ambient. And so this is just a real handy time saver for when you're working with materials. Another useful thing that we've added with regards to materials is now when I do save selected, if I have multiple objects on this scene and I only want to save the selected object into its own file, I come out and choose save selected. When I do this, you can see that there are multiple materials in the scene. It used to be when you do save selected, it would just save out every material into that new file. But now it will check and see which materials are actually used in your selection and only export those. So if I go to open that file that I just made, you can see it now only has this one material. Relatedly, when I do load into scene, where I'm taking a file and adding it to my existing scene, now when we do that, just one handy thing that we've added is that it will select whatever you've loaded in and focus the selection on that so that you can know what you've loaded into the scene. This can be handy, like say I want to load another of these orange spheres into here. I'll load that same file into the scene, and when I load it, since I have two of them now, it's handy to know which one was just loaded in because it selected the one that was just loaded in. We've also improved FBX format support to do materials and textures with loading and saving. So you can see if I save this scene as, and I save it as an FBX file, it's called drone.fbx, then it will save out the textures and materials. So if I now load this, just load that same scene that I just saved out, you can see that it loads the textures and the materials just as they were in the file. And we've also improved this to work with properly with the save selected function as well. Also, just one quick note about some little tweaks is that in the scene editor, we made it open auto expanded. It was kind of annoying before. It would open like this and you'd have to click to open it. And also, if there are a lot of items in here, there was a bug where if you selected something, you made a new selection, it would automatically scroll back up to the top, and that would be annoying if you were scrolled down. And we fixed that bug. There are several other little bug fixes and updates, but we think that you'll find a lot of steady improvements, and we're going to continue to do those. So go get the update now, again, from our website at nevercenter.com, or get your updates if you've purchased it through the Mac App Store or through Steam. Thanks.